You probably clicked on this video for one of two reasons. You either tried some diet and after a while you fell off because it wasn't sustainable for you, or you have no idea when it comes to nutrition. And I don't blame you for that reason because it took me a very long time to figure this all fitness things out. And I have started over 7 years ago and I have tried all of the diets that you can think of. I have tried low carbohydrate diet that you can call keto diet. I have tried paleo diet. I have tried high carbohydrate diet. And even I have tried dirty bulking as well. And after experimenting over 7-8 diets, now I can very confidently tell you that I am on a natural diet and I eat only natural things and I don't count my macros or weigh my food. I feel very good in my body. I have more energy throughout my day. I have high testosterone, high sex drive, and I don't eat some bullshit supplements, whey protein, or any of the processed carbohydrates or junk food that you can think of. And over 95% of you watching this video might have the same goals as me. You don't want to be a professional bodybuilder and step on a stage and pose in underwear. You just want to look good, feel good, have high testosterone and high energy throughout the day, and you want that lean aesthetic body that if you take your shirt off in the beach, in the gym, you will feel more confident within yourself and also you will become more attractive. And let me tell you the truth. The bodybuilders you see online or in your gym, most of them are taking a lot of supplements and also some of them are taking steroids as well, which can help them eat a lot of food, eat over 4,000, 5,000 calories in a day, and they can build up more muscle mass while staying lean. And you might be copying them right now. You might be trying to eat a lot of food. You might be trying dirty bulking as well, eating like shit processed food, shit processed carbohydrates here and there. But you don't realize there are so many consequences of eating that kind of foods and being on dirty bulking. The bodybuilders you see online who are eating whatever they want and as much as they want while staying lean are not showing you the disadvantage of eating a lot of shit foods while being on steroids and enhanced drugs. They all are suffering from hair fall, skin problems, and also for being having small testicle and they can't even have a family. And for me, I personally don't have that kind of goal. I don't want to be a bulky bodybuilder who takes steroids and enhanced drugs and who can't even have children in the future. I want to live healthy and fit lifestyle by reaching out to my natural potential. And you might see people online who are talking about natural bodybuilding here and there, and they're also still taking some supplements, packaged foods in the grocery stores, and they're showing you that you can eat all of these foods like oats and processed carbohydrates. But for me personally, I've already tried all of that foods. And I think the best food that you can eat as a human being is whole single ingredient foods. And let me first explain what that means. The modern natural diet will give you oats, whey protein and other packaged foods who claim that these are all natural things, but they are adding a lot of ingredients in that to preserve them for a long time. But when we talk about whole natural single ingredient foods which are coming from nature, they only are coming in single ingredients. For example, eggs come in single ingredient and it is the best source of protein for a human being. And also meat comes in single ingredient. Vegetables like broccoli and fruits like papaya, banana comes in single ingredient. Rice comes in single ingredient. And these are all the natural sources which will give you some macronutrients and also micronutrients as well. And you don't even have to separately take some whey protein or supplements or some fats or seed oils or anything like that. All of the protein, fats and carbohydrates, you can complete your daily protein intake as well by only eating these whole single ingredient foods. And when I've switched to this diet a few years ago, I've always been lean and I never had a problem of being fat again. So let me share my mindset for being on a single ingredient diet. First of all, you don't even have to think about calculating your macros at all because we are not eating some shit foods. We are on a natural single ingredient diet, and the beautiful thing about being on this diet is you can't actually eat more of that. You can't actually eat more than 10 eggs or 20 eggs or maybe 1 or 2 steaks in a day. So it will let you actually follow what your appetite is actually right now and how much actually your body wants to eat. And you can't even binge eat a lot of steak or eggs in this one. But you have to still calculate your daily protein intake. For example, if you're 150 pounds right now, you have to at least take 150 grams of protein in a day. So you can calculate it and divide it into different meal plans. For example, 1 egg is equal to 6 grams of protein and 100 grams of steak or meat is equal to about 25 to 30 grams of protein. So you have to take at least maybe 10 eggs in a day and about 300 grams of steak in a day. And you can cook your food in the natural fat sources like pure butter and some natural Indian cow ghee, which actually improve your skin quality as well. And for the carbohydrates, you can take your complex carbohydrates like from the rice like wheat, bread before your workouts so that you have enough energy to push harder in your workouts. And I also eat some natural seasonal fruits like papaya, pineapple, banana, apple, and whatever is available in my local area. And most of the time I eat fruits before my workouts so that it gives me more sustainable energy in my workouts. And now let's talk about sweet things. Most people have this thinking that sweet is not actually good for you and you don't have to eat sugar at all, but it is not actually true. Sweet can be good if it's coming from the natural sources. Like for sure the inverter sugars and the chemical sugars like maltodextrins and everything is not actually good for your body and is actually cancerous in the long term. But if the sweet things are coming from the natural sources like from the dates and honey, it has actually low glycemic index and it will not actually fuck up your insulin levels. And honestly, I eat some sweet things here and there, like the dates or honey, before my workouts and also sometimes in the morning. So now you have understood all of the things about whole natural single ingredient foods and what ingredients you have to actually eat. Now let's talk about how you can stay lean by following this diet plan. So for most of the time throughout the year, I stay lean, but whenever I want to decrease the body fat percentage and become shredder and get to around 9%, 10% body fat percentage, I follow intermittent fasting, which is the best way to do fat loss. And you might have already heard about this thing, and some of you already know about this thing, but let me explain first. Think about thousands and thousands years ago when our ancestors used to live in the jungle and they used to hunt down animals and eat their meat. They used to gather some fruits from the trees and their whole day activity was to make some strategy to hunt down animals. And in that time they were not eating anything, and in the evening they are coming back in the camp of their tribe and then they were cooking that meat and eating that. So they were thriving whole day without any food and they were eating only in the evening. And that's what intermittent fasting is. You don't have to eat anything right away when you're waking up in the morning, and you have to stay empty stomach throughout the day and eat your meals in a certain period of time in a day. So whenever I follow this diet, I don't eat anything in the morning. I eat my first meal in the lunchtime, which is mostly chicken and rice or maybe meat or eggs, and my second meal before 6 pm. So I'm eating all of my meals in the 6-hour window in a day, and I don't eat anything before 1 pm and after 6 pm. So it allows me to stay empty stomach for about 18 hours in a day, which increases the metabolism of my body and helps me to burn fat faster. And whenever I got some cravings in the morning to eat some food, I drink black coffee, which suppresses my cravings and also helps me increase my metabolism. So if you are struggling in doing fat loss, this is the best fasting protocol that you can follow, and in about a few weeks from now you will see some crazy results. And for some of the people who might be thinking right now that how can I actually gain more muscle mass by being on this diet if I'm not even calculating my calories? I've already told you that you have to still calculate your protein intake and you have to eat as much as you want, because you're not eating some bullshit processed carbohydrates. You can eat as much as you want just from these single ingredient foods. And I personally follow lean bulking, which is a better way to build up more muscle mass. In this lean bulking protocol, you just have to eat more of the protein. You have to still rely on some single ingredient foods like meat, eggs, and you have to eat that as much as you want. And also eat more complex carbohydrates like rice, bread, and some fruits before your workouts. And you can divide your foods 3 to 4 times in a day according to your appetite. And this is a slower way to build up more muscle mass, but it is actually better for us naturals because we don't want to step on stage and pose in underwear. We don't want to be a professional bodybuilder. So lean bulking is actually better for us. So I hope you have learned a lot of things from this video, and I highly recommend you to go and try all of the tips that I have given you in this video: intermittent fasting and lean bulking, whole single ingredient foods. And if you want my personal help with this and get faster results in building an aesthetic body and becoming attractive, then check out the top link in the description. That's my X-frame protocol. I have laid down all of the step-by-step process in there to help you achieve an attractive and aesthetic frame in your body. So go right now and click on the top link in the description. So this is all in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a like and write down a comment about your current diet plan and what results have you got in the first few weeks after implementing this diet plan. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA BB, who we running with, 2 2 3 3. I'm on 10 again.